Hey there, folks. Coach Rich, Endurance Nation, here with a very quick video message for folks who thought they were going to race IRONMAN Lake Tahoe, but it didn't quite turn out that way, as you know. I was up there at the race, did my Four Keys talk for you on Friday. Was joined by about 75 athletes. Got my IRONMAN Lake Tahoe motorcycle volunteer long sleeve shirt on. Want to give you a couple thoughts about the race weekend and a nice opportunity that I'd like to extend to you to work with us for either your 2014 season or your 2015 season. But first, my thoughts on IRONMAN Lake Tahoe. My big picture guidance that I give is this is all just a game. Okay, Ironman is just a game. At the end of the day, we're just middle-aged people swimming, biking, or running in underwear and wearing funny hats on expensive bikes and training or racing from buffet table to buffet table. It's all just a game. All that anyone whose opinion you cares about is if you had fun and if you were safe. Okay, and what I saw, my hotel was up in Truckee, and when I woke up in Truckee, the air was crazy bad. Like, I would never in 1,000 years go for a 2-mile run in smoke like that. When I rode into Kings Beach, it was a beautiful morning. And so when they canceled your race at about 6:35 in the water, I saw lots of athletes coming out. They were disappointed, but some of them were like, the air's good. But then when I rode my motorcycle back along the bike course to Squaw Valley and Truckee, hopefully you guys certainly had an opportunity to see just how bad the air quality was and how there was really no other call on the day, right? So as I had, I almost said post-race beers, after I had post-race cancellation beers in Squaw, it was very clear that people had kind of, they knew that there was really no other call, and they were now waiting, to see what Ironman was going to do on Tuesday. So the email came yesterday. Huge props to Ironman for stepping up. There's lots of different ways that they could have gone with this, and I think that they offered a very fair and equitable solution, doing the best they could to get you guys into a race for 2014 so that you could take that 2014 fitness and race with it, and offering you good solutions for 2015. Okay, so now let's talk about what I and Endurance Nation would like to do for you, the IRONMAN Lake Tahoe athlete. We offer a 7-day trial to have folks come inside, check us out for 7 days, and figure out if we are a good fit for their coaching, training, and racing needs. But for you guys, I'd like to offer you a 30-day free trial. This is a $109 value. Okay, so by now it's Tuesday, 4 o'clock Pacific time. So a lot of you have already made one of two choices. Either you are racing an Ironman in 2014, or you have put that off and you are racing something in 2015. If you're racing an Ironman in 2015, the email, the newsletter, the Twitter post, the Facebook post that brought you to this video will have instructions for you to claim a 30-day free trial. I'm not going to hang a 30-day free trial link out on the internet. Okay, so this is only being offered to IRONMAN Lake Tahoe athletes. But this is 30 days for you to come inside and have me and Patrick manage the last few weeks of your training, and most importantly, plug you into our team and into our race execution resources. Okay, I've got about 25 to 30 people racing Ironman Florida. I've got 25 to 30 people racing Ironman Arizona. I'll be at Ironman Arizona doing my Four Keys talk, but most importantly, what you guys saw in my Four Keys talk, that's like the very, well, remember there was a slide I showed you that had all the stuff that I did not talk about in my 4 Keys talk. Racing with power, pace, heart rate, nutrition, bike setup, gearing. Everything you can think of about how to execute step by step an Ironman, that's what I have internal for my athletes that I don't have open to the general public. So when you create a free 30-day trial, you can come on inside, plug yourself into my team, my race execution resources, check out our coaching style, and decide for yourself if you want to use us after your Ironman. So doing the math, Ironman Florida, create a free trial, free coaching for 30 days, and you'll pay like whatever half a month is, $50 to have 2 guys and a squad of athletes coach you to Ironman Florida. If you are not racing, if you did not jump on a 2014 option and you're racing an option in 2015, let me describe for you briefly what I'm doing with my end of season athletes and how I'm managing their schedules and encouraging them to make smart race choices for 2015. This is a brief drive-by via video. I'm going to include a link to a much more detailed blog post. But what I'm doing is our out-season training period starts on October 27th. What the out season is this is a very low volume, high intensity opportunity for me to make them much faster athletes. I make them much faster from October through the middle of February. Then we start transitioning into building endurance on top of that faster athlete. The key for you, the athlete who just trained months and months and months for Ironman Lake Tahoe and didn't get to race, you also didn't incur the huge shot to your legs, to your body that you have to bounce back from. Okay, so you're in an awesome opportunity because you have excellent aerobic fitness, an excellent base of fitness, and this is a tremendous opportunity for you to keep that ball rolling by dropping your volume down huge, intensity goes way up. You take that base fitness that you have, you focus on making yourself much faster. So you've got a pointy, make me a faster 5K, 10K, half marathon runner, 40K time trial cyclist hat on until the middle of February. Then we talk about transitioning that over to the rest of your season by putting endurance on top of that. Don't be one of these people who's going to jump on the Ben & Jerry's bus and wake up in January having lost all that fitness, gained a lot of weight, and now you want to start building for your 2015. The way for you to build your best season for 2015 is to take that excellent 2014 fitness that you have and build on it now. Okay, so what I'm having my athletes do is they're doing either a run focus block or a bike focus block until October 27th. Then they're in our out season training plan, and out season ends in February. Blah 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 blah. Okay, now with regards to race choices for 2015, I encourage my athletes to split their season up. So if they have, you've got your AAA++ race, Ironman Wisconsin, Lake Placid, Lake Tahoe, whatever it is. Back plan from that race, I only have my athletes in their Ironman training plan for 12 weeks before that race. Okay, up until that 12 weeks. So because I'm racing Madison, I've got Madison inside my head. So my athletes racing with me in Madison on September 13th, they will start their Ironman training plan on June 22nd, 2015. Okay. Until then, I'm keeping their training volume as low as I can for as long as I can, so I keep them focused on making themselves much faster, but most importantly, keep their head out of a space where they think they're training for an Ironman. That doesn't happen until June 22nd. Okay. The tool that I'm using up until then is the 5K turkey trot, the Christmas 10K, the January-February half marathon. All those build running accountability for their long run across the winter. I'm encouraging to race Ironman St. George with me early May, or Auburn International middle of May if you're in Northern California. If you're in the Northeast, my folks are racing Quasi, which is June 7th. My point is they're putting a half Ironman on the schedule in the late spring, early summer standpoint, so that they're training for 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathons in the winter. Maybe they have a cool cycling century in March or April. I'll be training for 2 events, the Mulholland Challenge in middle of April, and I'm calling it the Endurance Nation Death Ride or Coach Dick's Death Ride, something. I got mountains right back there, and I'm going to come up with some crazy whack 140-mile, 18,000 feet of gain ride that I'm putting on my calendar. But my point is, they're training like that, like 5K, 10K, half marathon, fun cycling event, spring half Ironman athletes until June 22nd, and then they put on their pointy Ironman hat and start training for Ironman. So much more detail in the blog post that I'm doing, but bottom line is, I want to coach you for 30 days, treat you 100% like all my other athletes, show you how we do business. I want to earn your business for 2015 by giving you my business for 30 days for 2014. Follow the instructions in whatever it is that brought you to this video and take advantage of this. In the meantime, I've come up with a Lake Tahoe gang sign, L or 3D, right? Okay, folks. Look forward to seeing you on board and inside my team. Have a great weekend. Bye.